Hello, baby. So, stream is about to be tweeted. One thing that it wasn't like last night, maybe it was like the night before or something like that. One thing that I wanted to really discuss on the show is the term underground. Zomb said I gotta post this, hold up. Is the term underground. And I feel like the term underground, it gets thrown around with the wrong definition and perception a lot. I see people, saying they don't want to be underground. I see people saying that underground sucks. And, I feel like it's one important thing here is I feel like the definition of underground is very subjective, right? Especially when you're talking in terms of art. Because underground, I feel like people just jump to conclusions and think it's like like any artist who starts out and that doesn't have a support base. But when I started making music, and it sounds like I'm fucking ancient, but it was really only in like 2017, and then I've been like a long time fan since probably like 2013. Is when I first discovered Bones, and then fell into the Young Leans, and I never got into like Suicide Boys or anything like that, but I definitely listened to a lot of Bones, a lot of Young Lean, Chris Travis, Wolf, a lot of favorites of mine, especially Blade, early Blade too. But nonetheless, being an underground artist means so much more than like just being an independent artist, because I feel like people get the two mixed up a lot. Being independent, like there are tons of like independent mainstream artists, there are tons of quote unquote mainstream, that term's used loosely, but being an underground artist isn't just like a term or like or like something people say to like coin themselves because they haven't gotten on yet. Like being underground is like is all about a lot to me. Now, this is my opinion. This isn't like fact or anything like that, so don't take this out of context, right? Because everybody, clearly has their like warped perception of like what an underground artist is. But to me, it was something that was so coveted and so like inspirational. Like the growth that I saw and like the support that Bones got, like truly from like 2013 when I first discovered him. And Bones is just an example because I actually watched it happen. Like this man like blew up before my eyes, and like not like blown up like get on fucking the billboards and this and this and this. Like there was a point in time like we were geeking out because ASAP Rocky wanted the Bones feature and he wanted to like remix Dirt. And like that wasn't because Bones fucking reached out to him, bro. That was because ASAP Yams was putting on the whole crew to a bunch of artists, and including Bones and Young Lean. And when Yams passed away, well, I forget the name of the album that he was on, but ASAP Rocky wanted to work with Bones and remix Dirt, and that's why he randomly got on there. And not a lot of people like were around to see that happen because we were already listening to Bones for like a long time then. And it was so surreal to see. And like I'm not sure if I was producing at the time. I'd have to know the year because I started making music in 2017. But nonetheless, it was really inspirational because like much like we were talking about last week with like Bones' brother Elliot and just a whole slew of subjects, like it was so real to us to like see these artists like do it all themselves, like do everything like on their own, like have full control of what they put out, when they put it out, when they roll out merch drops, when they tour, putting together their tours. Like, I truly was raised, and like the term raised is, you know, theoretical, because I was like, what, fucking 17 at the time when I first found Bones and shit. So I was truly like raised on that mindset where it was like, man, like there was a point in time, bro, every other lyric was fuck these labels and da 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 da, you work for a suit and da 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 da. Like, being underground was like respected so much, so fucking much, because it was the artists who could hold their own, who paid their rent and changed their families' lives and didn't have to fucking sign a check and make songs they didn't like, and, you know, work with artists they don't fuck with and become like an industry puppet. Like, that was the type of shit that like we fucking steered away from, like, because we were like, fuck that, like, we're talented as shit, like, hell no, like, we can make some real raw original shit. And that's what labels love. They want your genuine support base, and they want your original creative input so they can mold it to what they want. And they want to fucking, you know, put you in this and do this and do this. And before I continue, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Because this is where everything gets blurred. And the terms underground and success are very, you know, subjective. Because people's definitions of underground and people's definitions of success are very different. Some people want the limelight. Some people want to, you know, be at the VMAs and, you know, all the award shows and do this and do this and do that. And then some people just want to get out of their fucking shitty life. And some people want to change lives with their music. Some people want to do all that while changing lives with their music. Like, and like, the underground was like filled with that at one point, like really fucking filled with it. And make no mistake, that's what I mean when I talk about the Music Mondays vision and why I still do this, why I have gone 69 weeks in a row doing this show, why I continued after getting snaked, why I continued after friends died from this scene. Because all of that is like way above me. It means more than all of us. Music Mondays is like, it's what it's supposed to be, and it's slowly getting there. And people are understanding that, you know, people still get shocked when you can't pay to be on Music Mondays and shit. People still get shocked when we do the shit that we do. And it's because there are artists, there are creatives, there are people out there that love this shit and want to not only treat this as a career, but have fun, change lives, meet new people, travel the world, and not have some, you know, big tough white guy in a suit tell you how to make music. And being an underground artist, creative, producer, whatever you are, is always going to be a very respectful thing. And if you're out here like trying to like act like it's a bad thing to be underground, you're wrong. And I don't want to fucking hear it. Like, flat out, you're wrong. Because nobody wants to be underground, right? That's just the shitty definition of it. But when you develop this fan base or a cult-like following, or, you know, you develop friendship and you travel across your country and meet people in different countries, like through music, and you're able to like learn shit through music and like how to become a business person for yourself and make a career and not need, you know, abusive people to come and change shit up for you. Like, it was about proving you could do it on your own. And it still is, to me. Truly. So, if you're wondering why I do this, or what's the point and end goal, and you know, all of those things, all those questions you may or may not have, that should probably answer them, man. Being underground is something that's like in my blood. A lot of this music saved my life at one point. A lot of my content, whether it be music, interviews, anything I've done has truly changed people's lives. And I can't tell you how many people have said, Zom, you stopped me from suicide. Zom, you inspire me so much, and this and this and this. It's so humbling because I'm still navigating my life, right? And when people tell me that, it reminds me to never quit, because there's a bigger meaning to all of this. And I talked to a few artists about this, you know, privately, and they feel the same way. There's a bigger meaning to all of this. And it's very important to me. Very, very important to me. So, being an underground artist is a good thing. Don't ever feel like you're slept on. Don't ever feel like your work doesn't have a place. Music Mondays is the place for the unheard. And one day will be the sought after platform that everybody looks for the latest unheard of artists. Because that's just what we're gonna do. But it's just the core of it all, man. The true core of it all. So, I hope you guys get where I'm coming from when I say that. But definitely something I wanted to at least speak on a little bit and talk about, because after a certain point, you know what I mean, like, that same underground was gone after a while, and it'll never be the same, but you gotta craft something new, you know? We just gotta keep growing, you know? It doesn't have to be, you know, dead or anything like that, because you can never go back to what it was, so fuck it. We move forward, you know? Pick up the bags. So anybody who tries to spit on that, man, you're crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, that's that on that, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed my mini rant there. That was something that I had discussed for a minute, you know? But I felt like needed to be addressed again, for sure.